Family, good evening. Welcome to tonight's broadcast. We got Alabama taking on Michigan in the Sweet 16. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Coming to you from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, as we watch Alabama and Michigan at the United Center in Chicago. We are just set for tip-off. Starting five for the Alabama Crimson Tide: LeBaron Phylon, Latrell Wrightsell, Amari Allen, London Jemison, and Aiden Sherrill. Taking on number one Michigan at the United Center. Alabama, a 9.5-point underdog. We are away, and here is tip-off, and thanks for joining me right here on the broadcast. If you haven't been part of this before, welcome on in, and I hope you guys have an amazing time. Let's see if the Tide can get it done in Chicago. Tip-off goes to Michigan, and away we go at the United Center. 19:55 to play in this game. Michigan setting it up on top. Michigan in the white, Alabama in the beautiful crimson tonight, working on the right wing underneath the basket. Michigan right now going to go up inside the paint, try for a shot. Shot is up. It is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Alabama. Here comes London Jemison. He's going to pass it to Wrightsell. Wrightsell working it. Last time Alabama defeated Texas Tech in the last game, 90-65. Here's LeBaron Phylon at the left wing. Going to need a really big performance from LeBaron Phylon. Phylon kicks it out to Amari Allen, set for three, no good. That's going to be an air ball, but it's going to be rebounded by Jemison, who throws it off a Michigan player, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Alabama's basketball. Really good heads-up play right there by Jemison, just going out of bounds and throwing it back and hitting player from Michigan, and it goes out of bounds. Alabama to inbound underneath the basket. 19:17 to play. It is 0-0. Nate Oates is talking to the officials about something. What's good, fam? I appreciate you guys being here. Big day for Alabama, right? Earlier today, it was Ryan Williams collecting 3 touchdowns in the scrimmage. I was telling you guys that Ryan Williams is, you don't write a guy like that off, okay? And you saw that beautiful throw by Keelan Russell, and then you saw a beautiful throw by Austin Mack. So, man, that quarterback competition, woo, love it. Love to see it. And I appreciate you guys being here on the broadcast tonight. It is 0-0. It's an official review. Nate Oates was talking to the officials about something. So it's 0-0. We're in Chicago, the United Center. Did that hit the basket? It looks like it hit the rim, didn't it? So there's 19-17. We just have an officials review. By the way, also in action tonight, Duke is beating St. John's by a score of 35-28. That game is in the first, all right? So if we want to post some score updates in there, I'd appreciate it as well, right? You know what, Keno? That is not on YouTube, but I saw it on X. And if you look up Football Scout on X, you can see that throw by Keelan and Austin, all right? Back in action, Alabama to inbound. 19:15 to play in this game, 0-0, looking for their first points of the game. Phylon in the purple shoes. Up at the top, he's going to get a screen right there by Aiden Sherrill. Pass it back on the give it go. Up and no good, but the rebound is recorded by Sherrill and then out of bounds. So still no points in the first minute of this game. Thought it was going to be a monster slam right there by Sherrill, but Alabama will inbound underneath the basket again. 19:02 to play in this game. You're going to have LeBaron Phylon, who's going to inbound. He kicks it out. That's going to be Wrightsell. Wrightsell D'd up, now to Sherrill, back to Phylon. Phylon coming back across. He's going to set things up once again. 18:55 in the first. Phylon back to Aiden Sherrill. Sherrill for the three, and it is good. And every time a three is hit, we hit the horn. It is 3-0. The Alabama Crimson Tide strike first with the big man hitting the three-pointer. 18:40 to play. Alabama up 3-0. Here comes Michigan on the other side. It's a runner, and that's going to be good. It's 3-2 right now. 18:34 to play in this first quarter. Here comes Wrightsell on the other side. Michigan just kind of took it to the basket with the runner was inside. Kick out to Aiden Sherrill. Aiden Sherrill's going to get a man to go up. He's going to be swatted. Now a kick out back to Wrightsell. Wrightsell from three, and that's good as well. Alabama with 2 big threes. One from Sherrill, one from Wrightsell. 6-3, Alabama leading 6-2 after the 3 ball. Shot up from Michigan, no good. Going to be rebounded by the Alabama Crimson Tide. Here comes LeBaron Phylon on the other side. He's going to pull up for a 3. That's going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded by Michigan. Wolverine falls down, and we got a whistle. 17:56 to play in the first. 2 big threes by Alabama. One by Aiden Sherrill, and the next by Wrightsell. Alabama up 6-2. We've had 2 horns blow in the first half so far. Alabama shooting 50% from three-point land. Michigan 1 of 4 from the field. Alabama up 6-2. Here comes Michigan on the other side. 17:50 to play in this game. They're at the top of the key. They're going to work inside. Goes off, and it's going to be a turnover by Michigan. Just kind of bounced off a Michigan player. Bad pass right there. 17:43 to play. Alabama with the basketball following the turnover. Amari Allen, top of the key. He's going to work down. Good defense right there from Michigan. Kicks it to the left wing. That's going to be LeBaron Phylon. Phylon's going to challenge. He gets Aiden Sherrill. Aiden Sherrill goes up, and he's going to be rewarded 2 free throws. Yeah, good pass right there. I thought LeBaron Phylon right there could have took it. Decided to dish it to Sherrill. He got 2-3 guys to go up in the air, and he's going to shoot 2 free throws. Nate Oates fired up on the sideline. Score prediction for this game? I don't know. Games are so hard to predict for basketball. But Alabama being the #1 scoring team in the nation, you got to think that they're, somewhere in the 80s. Here comes, it's no free throws. It's going to be Alabama to inbound. It's going to be Jemison. Jemison goes up, and he's able to get the ball to roll off the backboard in, and we got 8-2 Alabama right now. 17:16 to play in the first half. Alabama up by 6. Crimson Tide playing really good defense up on the top. Active hands. Thought that would have been maybe a foul. On the left wing, here comes Michigan. Michigan's going to challenge. It's going to be stolen by Alabama. Good steal right there by LeBaron Phylon. And Alabama coming out red hot. Phylon's going to dish to Jemison. Jemison kicks it out to Aiden Sherrill. Thought that was almost a travel. Here comes Phylon, going to reset. 16:50 to play. Alabama up 8-2. Here comes Phylon, thinks about it. Shot clock now at 10. Kicks it back to Sherrill. Good defense by Michigan. Here comes Sherrill. They need to get a shot off. 6-5-4. Here's a shot. Phylon's going to shoot a jumper, and that's going to be no good. Collected by Michigan. Good defense right there. 8-2. Here come the Wolverines. 16:30 to play. Wolverines for a big 3 on the other side. It's going to be in and out. No good, and collected by Alabama. And across the court we go. Back to Phylon. Phylon's going to give it to Amari Allen. Amari Allen back to Sherrill. Sherrill's going to load up for a big 3-pointer, and that is good as well. 11-2 right now. Alabama Crimson Tide shooting 60% from three-point land. Sherrill has 6 points. They're on an 8-0 run in the last 2:15. 11-2 in the Sweet 16. Active hands for Alabama on the other side, and a shot is up, and that's going to be good for Michigan. 11-4 before that 8-0 run by the Crimson Tide. Here comes the Crimson Tide, always running down the court. Amari Allen, top of the key. He's going to challenge on the inside. It's going to be Wrightsell. Wrightsell throws up a shot. That would have been good, but there is going to be a media timeout before that. Otherwise, it would have been 14-4. Oh, my goodness. Man, Alabama on fire in Chicago. 11-4 as we go into the media timeout. Alabama right now red hot from three-point land. 60%. 40% from the field. Aiden Sherrill has 2 3-pointers. I said he's going to have the game of his life. So far, he is 2 of 4 from the field, but the 2 shots are 2 3-pointers, all right? So he got 6 points already. Wrightsell has a 3-pointer. Jemison has 2. Alabama has 11. Michigan has 4. Michigan right now just 2 of 6, 33% from the field and 0 for 2 from three-point land. Alabama up 11-4. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. If this is your first time joining the watch along, I really appreciate you guys being here. I have no professional experience in calling games, so thank you for your grace inside the comment box. I really appreciate it. We'll have fun with it as we always do right here on Bama Basketball on YouTube. Well, when the Tide is playing on the hardwood. All right, so let's see if they can keep it up. I mean, this is definitely something that Alabama has to do, and that's shoot well. They have to rebound, and get this, right now we're out rebounding Michigan 6-4 early on. I get it. 15:38 to play in the game. But right now, Alabama with strong control in Chicago, coming out really good out the gates. 11-4 they lead as we are on a media timeout. So thank you. If you like the content, if you like the product, if you like being here, if you like Alabama, anything, hit the thumbs up, and thank you so much for being active inside the comment boxes. Alabama definitely on fire to start this game. All right. And as we're on fire, they keep showing Firehouse subs. Oh, that's Jersey Mike's. And, Dylan with the super chat. Dylan with the super chat, man. That's going to make the horn go off. Man, $10 super chat, and that will make the horn go off as well. That and 3 pointers. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for always supporting me, bro. Dylan, always with the fire, man. Thank you so much for supporting the program right here on Bama Basketball on YouTube with the Tide play. It's 7:02 p.m. in beautiful Tuscaloosa, or in beautiful Chicago, where Alabama is leading the Wolverines in the United Center 11-4 in the first half. All right, so if you're just cruising in, this is called the Watch Along. It's a celebration. This is a play-by-play broadcast that I put together, and we have fun with it. All right, so you'll get scores, you'll get live play-by-play, you'll get game stats. I actually watched a lecture today from MIT about public speaking, and it's something that I want to continue to get better at. The professor was brilliant, and he said to get people's attention back, one thing that you have to do, and I think one thing that we often do because people kind of fog out, especially in this time, right, is ask questions. So let me ask you a question right now. Who are you impressed with so far? Which player are you impressed with as we start? Michigan coming out of the gates, and they hit a big three, 11-7. Alabama leads with 15:26 to play. Thank you very much for being here. We're back in action at the United Center. Alabama up by 4. Kick out. That's to Houston Mallette on the court for Alabama. Phylon, Allen, Bolin, Williamson, and Mallette. At the top of the key, it's going to be Phylon. Phylon working to his right, kicks it back to the left. It's going to be Mallette. Mallette floats for a 3, is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Michigan. Michigan cross court very quickly. Kind of a touchdown pass. Shot is up, and he's going to be fouled. The foul was on Williamson, and they'll go to the line and shoot 2. Yo, Juan Rogers, what's up, man? Amber Nicole, good to see you. Jarvis, what's up, brother? I appreciate you, man. Antoine, what's good, bro? Joseph Woodall, thanks for being here. Mike Stanley, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Truth Machine, good to see you, man. And Die the Official, man. What's up, brother? Thank you so much. Cody, I see you inside the comment box. Michigan at the line shooting 2 free throws first is good. That's going to be 11-8. And awaiting the next free throw. And thanks again for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate that, man. Second free throw is up, and that second free throw is good. 11-9, Alabama leads with exactly 15 minutes to go in the first half as the Tide lead by 2 up on Michigan. Right now, Michigan on a 7-0 run on the Alabama Crimson Tide off after kind of that slow start by the Wolverines. Alabama to inbound. Michigan with the press. Phylon all the way down to Noah Williamson. Noah Williamson's going to hand off to Amari Allen. Amari Allen gets a screen by Williamson. Back to Phylon. There's Bo Bolin on the other side. Phylon's going to challenge inside. Why not take the shot right there? Bo Bolin comes back out, kicks it back to Phylon. Phylon was literally underneath the basket with nobody. He's going to float back out, top of the key. He's going to circle back in. Thinks about a jumper. Kicks it out to Noah Williamson. Noah Williamson for 3. No good. Rebounded by Michigan. Didn't like that possession too much, in my opinion. Here comes Michigan on the other side. Floating down the other side. It's going to be a foul on Phylon. Yo, man, I thought that Phylon just being right underneath the basket, maybe take that shot, right? Decides not to, pulls it back out, then eventually ends up in the hands of Noah Williamson, who had to take the 3, right? And it was no good. Though all those possessions matter, right? Right now, Michigan on a little run. It is 11-9. Here comes Michigan. Wolverines take a little jumper, and that's going to tie up the game 11-11 with 14:19 to play. Michigan just had an open shot. kind of near the free throw line, took the jumper, was in. Here comes Wrightsell on the other side, flying a million miles an hour, takes a jumper himself, shot is up and it's good. 13-11 Wrightsell, his first shot in just a little while. He's got 5 points on the night after that 3-ball. Michigan on the other side, shot is up, no good, rebounded by Bo Bolin. Here comes Wrightsell. Man, Wrightsell's quick. Here comes Wrightsell. Wrightsell's going to load up. Shot is no good, and there's a foul. Wow, 3 players went down. That was a weird play, right? I don't even know who that was on. That was weird. Wrightsell took the shot, but there was a foul kind of around the 3-point line. St. John's leading Duke 40-39 at the half. We can get that score in the comment box. 40-39 at half. St. John's up. I guess I was going to be on Alabama because here comes Michigan. Michigan loads up with the shot, and the shot is up, and it's good. Michigan's going to take its first lead of the game, a 3-pointer, and they have made their last 4 out of 5 shots. Michigan up 14-13 right now on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Here comes Wrightsell. Wrightsell's going to be blocked, and that's going to be a foul. Wrightsell will go to the line. Wrightsell challenge. Jeez, that dude was all over him. My goodness. So Wrightsell will go to the line. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. Man, that dude was basically riding him. First shot is up, and that's good. It's going to be 14-14. Next shot is up, and that's good as well. Wrightsell now has 7 points coming off his 24-point performance against Texas Tech. Yo, the dude has, 31 points in the last 2 games? Man, that's wild. Wrightsell doing it up. 15-14, Michigan is going to turn the ball over, and it's going to be Alabama basketball. 13:21 to play in this game, in this half, as Alabama leads by 1. Michigan 3 turnovers, Alabama 2 turnovers. The rebounding battle, Alabama has 8 rebounds to Michigan 7. Yo, we beat Michigan on the boards, man. That's going to be crazy. Here comes the Alabama Crimson Tide, 13 minutes to play. It's going to be Aiden Sherrill at the right wing. He's going to pass it to Mallette. Mallette's going to load up, shoot. Shot is no good. He's been a little bit cold to start this game. 12:57 to play. Here comes Michigan on the other side. Michigan on the right wing. Looking for a screen. They're going to go inside. Really good defense by Alabama. It's going to be tipped around. Retains with Michigan's ball. Loose ball, and it's going to be Alabama off the turnover. Here comes the Alabama Crimson Tide. It's going to be Wrightsell. Wrightsell came out with the fumble. He's going to think about a jumper. He pulls back out, and Alabama's going to set. No, he's going to shoot a 3, and that is no good. Going to be rebounded by Michigan. 15-14, Alabama leads with 12:27 to play. Michigan loads up for the 3-pointer. Shot is up. And that's going to be no good. Goes out of bounds, and I think that's going to be Alabama basketball. Now, Michigan has, Michigan is all size, right? You got to have some great ball movement, which they have had, right? Alabama's been a little bit cold so far these last, couple of minutes, but the score remains 15-14. With Alabama leading with 12:21 to play in the first half. Here comes LeBaron Phylon. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thank you very much for joining us on this Sweet 16 broadcast. 15-14, 12-12 to play in the half. Wrightsell throws it up. No good. Tipped ball. Here comes Michigan. 15-14, 12 minutes to play. Michigan takes a 3-ball. Shot is up, and that's good. 17-15, Michigan leads off the 3-ball. Michigan 3 of 7 at the 3-point line. Alabama, 4 of 12. Phylon takes a deep 3. That's good. Big shot by Phylon, 18-17. Alabama takes back the lead by 1. 10:59 to play in the first half. Michigan working the post. 11:37 to play. Aiden Sherrill on defense. Active hands right there for Alabama. Michigan takes another 3. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Aiden Sherrill. Hands it off to Mallette. Mallette to Phylon. Phylon to London Jemison. Jemison takes a 3. Shot is up, no good. Michigan rebounds. Alabama has already taken 12 threes in this game. They've made 4 of them. 18-17, 11 minutes to play in this game. Michigan takes it inside. They're going to go for a kind of an alley-oop shot is no good, and here comes Alabama on the other side. 11 minutes to play. Here Phylon is rolling, nearly goes coast to coast, kicks it back out to right side with the runner, no good. It's going to be rebounded by somebody, and it goes out of bounds on the loose ball, and we got a media timeout. I think possession will be Alabama when we come out of the break. Alabama up right now 18-17 with 10:59 to play in this first half. All right, so what's good? I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for being on the broadcast. Alabama up by 1, 18-17, 11:59 to play in the first half. LeBaron Phylon, 3 points. Wrightsell, 7. Jemison, 2. Aiden Sherrill, 6. Mallette, who's also on the court right now, he has no points. For Michigan, they have 8 rebounds, and Alabama has 12. I think when you look to this game, it's kind of the start of how Alabama came out and was hot, right, with Aiden Sherrill hitting 2 big threes. Phylon just hit a big three-pointer as well to give Alabama 18-17 lead over the number 1 seeded Michigan Wolverines. Also at halftime, Michigan, Duke is up. Duke is actually down, right? Duke's trailing. Aren't they trailing? I thought they were trailing to St. John's, right? I think St. John's is up 40-39, if I'm not mistaken. All right, I think we need to fix that inside the comment box. But yeah, you know what? Good game. And I think the thing is, Alabama just has to stay hot. Alabama has to take really good shots from the outside. I think that kind of goes without saying, but they can't take rush shots. I think a lot of times we've seen that from Alabama. That's kind of been part of their game. But I'm really impressed with Alabama's rebounds right now, right? Who would have thought even after 10 minutes to play that Alabama would be leading on the boards? You know, this team had 47 rebounds against Texas Tech. Or was it? Yeah, I think they had 47 and 45 or something like that the last 2 games, so which is a big jump from their average, which is 39. Now, Jemison has 3 rebounds. Sherrill has 3 rebounds. And I think you got to continue to play with active hands and really good on defense. And would you guys agree with me on the seat inside the comment box? Would you agree with me that through these first 3 games in the tournament that Alabama has played better defense? Yes or no inside the comment box? I would say yes, and don't let me, I mean, you answer yourself, but do you think that their defense has been better? I definitely do. A lot of the season, this team can coast on offense, but it's like they started playing better in the tournament on defense, right? Hey, Crimson Angel, what's up, man? I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And Dylan, what's up, man? So you get it, right? It's like the defense has definitely been turned up. Man, I haven't been to Chicago in a while. I need to get back out to Chicago. But Chicago's a spring and summertime. I'm not trying to mess with Chicago during the winter time, right? Patriot Life's here. Patriot Life, what's up, dog? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you rolling through in the chat. Mark Smith, what's up, man? Mark Smith, this guy loves basketball inside the comment box. He says things that make sense. Sometimes we say the same thing. Brad Martin, what's up, man? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Aaron McGuire, good to see you, man. Chad the Fisherman, what's up, bro? Owen Skinner, good to see you, man. All right, back in action. Alabama to inbound. 18-17 is the score. 10:59 to play. Bo Bolin kicks it back out to Phylon. Phylon in the purple shoes. Kicks it to Wrightsell. Wrightsell lightning quick back to Phylon. Phylon back to Wrightsell. Wrightsell to Amari Allen. Good defense right here by Michigan. Exceptional. He's going to shoot. Shot is contested. He's fouled. But that's the type of defense that you need right there from Michigan. Like Michigan, that we knew we were going to see that. That was tremendous defense. Amari Allen's going to go to the line, and he's going to shoot 2 free throws. Good execution right there. And I like the way that Alabama moved the basket, right? They moved the ball around very well right there on that possession. Shot is up, and that's good. Okay, Shad, thank you so much. I'll write down on 81 on the website. Thank you, bro. Second shot is up, and that is going to be good as well for Alabama. Good shooting right there by the freshman. 20-17 is your score. 10:37 to play in the first half. Here comes Michigan on the opposite side. Good defense right there by Alabama. Hands up, right in their face. Love to see it. Here comes Michigan. They're going to challenge. They go up for a big alley-oop, and that's a jam. 20-19 is your score. 10:19 to play after Michigan throws it up for the alley-oop. Here comes Allen. He's wide open with the jam. Man, no, there was no defense there. 22-19, Amari Allen literally just went in. Nobody was there. Absolutely love it. Here comes Michigan on the other side. 22-19, 10 minutes to play in this game. Loads up for the three-pointer. Shot is up, and that's good. Michigan shooting well now from three-point land. 4 of 9, that's 44% to Alabama's 38% in terms of threes. Here comes Alabama. LeBaron Phylon, drop back, pull, shot is good. We got the horn. LeBaron Phylon with the big three to give Alabama the lead again. 25-22. Michigan on the other side takes a three, no good. Rebounded by Amari Allen. Alabama's going to push. Thinks about shooting it back to right cell, back to Amari Allen. Stripped. That's going to be a turnover for Alabama and recovered by Michigan, and we got a whistle. You know, we've been tied a couple times in this game, and each time you've had a big three from Phylon. By the way, Phylon has 6 points. They've both been three-pointers. He's 2 of 3 on the night. He's got 6. Rightsell has 7. Couple subs in right now on the court for Alabama. Phylon, Rightsell, Bolin, Sherrell, and Mallette. 25-22. 9:21 to play in this game. Bama playing some really good basketball, family. I'm telling you, really good basketball. Here comes Michigan. Michigan's going to load up for the three. Shot is up, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Michigan. Thought that could have been over the back right there. And Michigan throws it out of bounds. Bad pass, and it's going to be Alabama off the turnover. Yo, how many turnovers does this Michigan team have? Yo, this is something to watch right here. Michigan has 6 turnovers to Alabama's 3. I'm writing that down. When you kind of look at the numbers, it's probably uncharacteristic by Michigan, but that's what good defense will do, right? Good defense doesn't give you a lot of options in terms of where to pass it. I'm surprised that they have 6 turnovers. I'm sure their coach isn't happy about that. 25-22, 8:55 to play in the first half. Alabama up by 3. Here comes Phylon. Takes another 3 ball. Shot is up, no good. Going to be rebounded by Michigan. Loose ball is going to be rebounded back by Mallette. Mallette takes a 3, and that's going to be good. Big shot right there by Mallette. Another 3-pointer for the Alabama Crimson Tide. 6th 3-pointer of the night. Alabama up 28-24 now after the big jam by Michigan. Michigan just literally went across and got the big dunk. I don't even know where the defense was. 28-24, 8:26 to play in the first half. Here comes Phylon. Phylon goes inside. Gets kind of almost a moving screen from Aiden Sherrell and goes up, and the ball is tipped, and it's going to come back for Michigan. Man, Sherrell is literally just moving guys underneath the paint for Phylon. The pass is wild. It goes, I guess, did it go out of bounds? What are they going to call that? Yo, did you see Aiden Sherrell down there just blocking? That was crazy. Man, put him on the line, Coach Clem. Oh, man. All right, so 28-24, 8 minutes to play. And Michigan's going to inbound underneath the basket. They kick it out to the big man. And Michigan's going to take a little jumper. Shot is up, and that's good. 28-26 is your score. And Michigan trying to stop this Alabama Crimson Tide team who can shoot the 3 ball like nobody's business. Kick back out to Jemison. That's good. Alabama, oh my goodness. Another 3 ball for the Crimson Tide. That's Jemison to give them a 31-26 lead. Man, Michigan getting hit by Bama in Chicago. Wolverines looking for something. 31-26, 7:26 to play. Jemison with the last 3-pointer. Active hands by Alabama. They go up. Shot is rebounded and then goes in off the big dunk. 31-28. Man, Bama. Oof. still with the 3-point lead. They've hit 8 3-pointers already. They've taken 17 already, and Phylon's going to go right to the basket and just lays it in. Beautiful decision by Phylon, 33-28. Yo, Phylon has 11 points. Michigan trying to slow it down just a little bit. That would be wise. You can't run with these guys. Shot is up, and that's going to be good for Michigan. 33-31 after the big three by Michigan. 6:38 to play in this game. Phylon drops back. That's good. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Yo, Phylon with another 3-pointer. 36-31. That is crazy. Alabama leading 36-31, 6:15 to play. Michigan takes a little short jumper. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Phylon. Phylon has 11 points already in this game, 36-31, as Alabama shooting the absolute lights out. 8 of 17 from three-point land. It's going to be handed off to Reitzel. Reitzel's going to challenge underneath the basket. Man, he goes all the way around, and then a nice pass right there. Sherrell's going to be rejected, and here comes Michigan. Michigan goes the other side. Thought that might have been a whistle, but it goes in for Michigan, 36-33. Now Alabama slowing it down. 5:38 to play, 36-33 is your score. Here comes Phylon working to the left, top of the key. Kicks it out to Sherrell. Sherrell basically at the free throw line, hands it out to Mallette. Mallette goes back to Sherrell with a big slam. Oh my goodness. 38-33, the big man with the slam. Wow, beautiful play right there from Mallette to Sherrell for the big jam. 38-33 is your score. Aiden Sherrell has 8 points. Phylon has 11. Lead Michigan by 5. 5 minutes to play. Michigan moving the ball around. They're going to call a foul on Jemison. Oh, man. Woo. All right, so we're on a media timeout. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for kicking it with me right here on Bama basketball on YouTube when the Crimson Tide play. The Tide up right now 38-33, and I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Alabama has shot 8 3-pointers that have went in. They've taken 17 overall. Does anybody know that percentage? Our math whiz. By the way, that's 47%, which is absolutely ridiculous. But Michigan on the other side, they're 5 of 11, 45% shooting the three as well for the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Tide is led by LeBaron Phylon, who has 11, 3 of 5 from three-point land. Reitzel has 7. Amari Allen has 4. London Jemison has 5. Aiden Sherrell has 8. And Houston Mallette has 3 as well. Now, when you look to the teams kind of side by side, one of the big things is going to be the rebounds, right? And you look to Michigan has 15 rebounds to Alabama's 14. So you kind of going to go head-to-head on the rebounds. But Alabama hanging in there as they lead by 5 points. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, you know, so the background music, I started that, and the crazy thing was, we're on a media timeout right now, Alabama up by 5. The crazy thing was, I remember I covered the hockey game, and we had tons of people, and I never called the hockey game. And, you know, I added the hockey sound, so I just kind of kept them. So I have kind of on the soundboard, and kind of go, you know, these are more hockey sounds, but I think it's kind of fitting, you know, kind of jazzes us up a little bit, right? And I love hockey. I'm still looking for a hockey team. I don't know who the hockey team is going to be. But, and I have no professional play-by-play, so you have to give me grace as I'm trying to get better on all the things that I do. But right now, the Alabama Crimson Tide leading the Michigan Wolverines 38-33, and just kidding. Dun, 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 charge! Oh, man. But it's fun, you know. It's been a fun ride, and I've been doing this for a while, but a lot of the times we'd have, like 25 people on, maybe 15 people on, and we just kind of I was practicing because I knew that Alabama was obviously going to make a run. I mean, I know who the head basketball coach is clearly and what he does here at Alabama, and kind of listening to him this weekend going into this game, it's clear that he's trying to get something, established with Greg Byrne in terms of some sort of contract extension, because I think if anybody needs a pay raise, and he gets one every year of $500,000, but Nate, we're not going to get anybody better than Nate Oates, period. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're just not. And I think we all love Nate because he has that blue-collar mentality. I think he speaks his mind. I think he's one hell of a basketball coach. And the time is 5 minutes. And going forward, that's something that I do want to add to the scoreboard is the time. But the time is tough. It's hard enough just to do the scores. So we're trying to figure out a way to get the time. I was just trying to figure out the time before the show, but I kind of read out my time, the time as much as I can. 4:40 to play in the game in the first half, right? Yeah, and if you guys are ahead or behind or whatever, that's just kind of something that we've also gone through. Like the fastest way to watch these games, and we're back in action right now, Michigan with the basketball as they've inbounded, but the fastest way that I've seen is straight up the old school antenna. Michigan with the shot. And that's what we do during the football season is we'll use like the old school antenna, and that is way faster than YouTube TV. It's unbelievable. All right, so shot is up, and that is going to be good. So it's 38-35. Here comes Alabama. They've made 8 3-pointers so far this game. They lead 38-35, 4:25 to play in this game. LeBaron Phylon top of the key, nearly stripped. He's going to recover the basketball. 12 on the shot clock. He pops out for the 3-pointer. Shot is up, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Amari Allen. Another 3-pointer for Phylon. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Michigan. Michigan's going to push. They got a one-on-one. They're going to take it to the rim, and shot is up, and it's good. 38-37 after the layup by the Wolverines. 38-37, 4 minutes to play in this game. It's going to be Jalil Bethia is on the court for Alabama. That's the first time he's checked in. Man, I knew he would shoot it. You know how we talk about Bethia always shooting it, right? Man. And he threw it up, and we're back on another media timeout. I don't know why we went on another media timeout. Michigan has made their last 3 shots, but Alabama still leads 38-37. And we have 3:54 on the clock as the Crimson Tide up by 1 with 3:54 before half. All right, maybe we'll try every once in a while to put the time inside, the chat. So right now for Alabama versus Michigan, I always kind of look at the rebounds. 15 for Alabama, 16 for Michigan. But one area that's kind of standing out has been the turnover margin, right? Michigan has 6 turnovers. Alabama has 3, mostly because of Alabama's just been playing really good defense. I think it's been nice to see kind of that 3-ball working for Alabama. And when you go and you kind of look to Alabama and you look to points in the paint, what was points in the paint going to look like for Alabama against a much bigger Michigan team? Well, they have 8 so far. Is that a lot? Not necessarily. I think when you look to Michigan, what do they have inside the paint? They have 14. Michigan does have 10 bench points. Alabama does have only 3. I love bench play in Alabama. They're so deep, so I would imagine that kind of number increases. But these are teams that are built to go the distance. These are teams with so much depth. So the bench play, they're both going to have elite bench play. You get to this point in time, you're not living just off 5 players, right? 38-37, Alabama leads with 3:54 to play before halftime. Appreciate you guys being here. This is Watch Along right here on Bama Basketball on YouTube when the Crimson Tide play. Also in the news today, we had Alabama had a scrimmage. That was their first scrimmage of the springtime, and it was Ryan Coleman Williams who had a wonderful performance. He scored 3 total touchdowns. He caught one from Keelan Russell, a beautiful pass by Russell, kind of the outside, led him the whole way. And then the second one was another really beautiful touchdown pass from Austin Mack. So I think, when you look to just those 2 clips, the one thing that kind of stood out to me was a deep ball from Keelan Russell. And I talk about this on my football show. That's one thing that we didn't have last year was a deep ball. And look, I hope that Ty Simpson goes anywhere else than the New York Jets. I really do. But how is his deep ball going to look in action? I know it looked great at pro day because there's no defense on the field, but for all that he did, you know, his strong suit wasn't the deep ball. Ironically, it was Jalen Milroe who had the deep ball, but he couldn't do the short stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I think Ty will be a wonderful quarterback, and I believe that his character also is going to be such a great addition to any organization, right? You just have no character issues with these quarterbacks that come out of Alabama, right? I mean, the quarterbacks that I've covered, man, the Michigan's fired up on their sideline. Since I've been here in 2017, all these guys have been absolute leaders, and I think Ty Simpson will take that into the NFL, and I think he'll be a fine quarterback. I'm just hoping that he doesn't go to the Jets, right? Dylan, what's up, man? I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much, brother. You're always supporting the channel, man. Thank you so much for always being active, for being supportive of the product. Back in action at the United Center, 3:54 to play. Alabama inbounds. It's going to be LeBaron Phylon at the top of the key. Alabama right now 13 of 31 on field goals. Kicks it back out to Aiden Sherrill. Aiden Sherrill, top of the key. He hands it back off to Phylon. Phylon kicks it to Jemison. Back to Phylon. Phylon has 3 to shoot on the shot clock. He's going to have to do something. Takes it. It's going to be blocked. And then a prayer is thrown up by Wrightsell. It nearly went in off the backboard. No good. And here comes Michigan on the opposite side. They're going to kick it out to the left wing for the 3-ball shot is up, and that goes in, and Michigan takes a 40-38 lead on the Crimson Tide. They're up by 2 with 3:15 to play. Michigan leads by 2. Here comes Alabama. It's LeBaron Phylon. Michigan fans on their feet. They're excited what they got going. Here comes Alabama. Kicks it back out to Wrightsell. Wrightsell for the 3-ball. The 3-ball is good for Wrightsell. That's Alabama's 9th 3-pointer of the game, and Alabama retakes the lead 41-40. Wrightsell now has 10 points in this game. He had 24 last game. That's 34. Michigan comes back with a big 3-pointer as well. They have shot 8 3-pointers. They are shooting 57%. Bama on the other side with a 3-ball. No good. Rebounded by Michigan. This is crazy. Michigan has shot 57 from 3-point land. Bama 39, but Bama's made 9. Michigan loads up from 3-point land. That is good as well. Yo, my goodness, Michigan getting red hot. A 6-0 run over the last minute. They lead 46-41 off 2 big threes. Got to get the hands up. Michigan on a 13-3 run over the last 2:43, if you can believe it. Alabama needs some points right here with 2 minutes to play before halftime. LeBaron Phylon kicks it out. Shot is no good. Was nearly rebounded by Sherrill. Can't get it to go, and Michigan recovers. They're going to push all the way down, and they're going to be fouled. So a couple game trends right now. Michigan 6-0 run over the last minute, a 13-3 run over the last 2:43. They've made their last 6 shots. Alabama a little bit cold right now, missing their last one out of they've taken 7 shots and only made 1. So Michigan at the line right now to shoot 2 free throws. Michigan leading 46-41 with 1:58 to play before half. First shot is up, and that's good. Michigan now up 47-41. Alabama's going to sub on the court now for the Crimson Tide. You got Phylon, Wrightsell, Jemison, Bo Bolin, and Mallette. 2 minutes to play before halftime. Second free throw is awaiting to be shot right here. That shot is up, and he's taking forever, and he makes that as well. 47-41. Michigan leads with 2 minutes to play. Let's see what Alabama can do. Alabama breaks the press. Here comes Wrightsell. Wrightsell baseball pass to Mallette. Mallette's going to shoot a 3-pointer. No good, and it's recovered by Michigan. Michigan with the rebound. Here comes the Wolverines. Alabama still ice cold. Michigan shoots the 3-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Phylon. Phylon's got 1:39 left before half. Alabama has missed their last 7 shots. Here comes Phylon. He's going to slow it down. He's going to take it inside. Throws it up. He is fouled. Nearly goes in for the 3-point play, but he's going to go to the line. Man, so Alabama, they've taken their last 8 shots. They've only made 1 of them. Yeah, Kyle, 5-7-7-1, man. I agree, man. They've shot 24 3-pointers. This is the time where it's like we got to get something else going inside, because right now we've gone to just 3-pointers, right? And when you challenge inside, you get foul opportunities, just like Phylon did right there. First shot is up, and that's good. It's going to be 47-42. Oh, there's a lot of game left. 1:27 before half. Second shot is up, and that's good. Good shooting right there by LeBaron Phylon. 47-43, 1:27 to play. Good shot, good shooting right there by Phylon, who has 13 points now. 1:18 before halftime. Here comes Michigan on the other side. 1:15 to play. Michigan moving the ball around. They're going to challenge inside. Shot is up, and that's going to be rebounded by Michigan. Second chance is no good. It's going to be recovered by Alabama. Here comes the Crimson Tide. They're going to push. It's going to be Phylon who's going to challenge. He is swatted, and what are they going to call right there? Phylon took it literally coast to coast. And I guess that he's going to be fouled. He was calling for the goaltend, but he's going to go to the line. And finally, you get a foul, and Phylon is going to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw goes in. That's Phylon's 14th point. He has another free throw upcoming. It is 47-44. If he makes this, it'll be 45-47. Phylon did come to play. Jarvis, what's up, bro? And next shot is up, and it's good. 47-45 with a minute to play. Subbing in is Aiden Sherrill on the court for Alabama with a minute left is Phylon, Wrightsell, Bo Bolin, Sherrill, and Mallette. We have a minute to play. Here comes Michigan moving left to right on your TV screen. Alabama's 8 for 8 at the free throw line. Love to see it. Michigan, kick out on the left wing. They're going to challenge inside. Good defense right there by Sherrill. Here comes Alabama. LeBaron Phylon going to push. We got 40 seconds left before halftime. Good defense right here by Michigan. Let's see what the Alabama Crimson Tide. Good challenge right there by Phylon. Goes up, and it's good. A tie game. 47-47. 47-47, Phylon, 17 points in the first half. Woo! My goodness. Phylon playing exceptional. 47-47, 30 seconds left before half. We're on a Alabama timeout. Phylon, let me read you this out real quick. Phylon has 17 points. He's 5 of 13 from the field, 3 of 8 from three-point land, okay? 4 of 4 free throws. He's got 4 rebounds. He's got 3 assists. He's got a steal. 18 minutes of play. Kid is having, this guy came to play. 17 points in the first half against number 1 Michigan. Coming up at the halftime break, we'll go over stats. We'll talk a little Alabama football as well, but let's give this basketball team its damn flowers and celebrate the basketball team as they are right now tied up with Michigan 30 seconds before halftime. Man, this is a team that was a 9.5-point favorite against the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is a team that is 33-3 on the year, a team that lost to only Wisconsin, Purdue, and Duke. All right? So Nate Oates had these guys ready to play. These guys came out ready to play. Guns blazing. Yeah. Shooting the lights out from three-point land. Kinda. They taken 24 threes. They made 9 of them, which is 38%. But damn, let's celebrate the basketball team, right? Man, I'll tell you what, though. This Michigan team on the other side, man, you know how Bama can shoot the 3? Well, Michigan can shoot it too. They are 8 of 15, 53%. But you know what? A couple things to look at right here, and we'll look at all the stats at halftime. But timeout, turnovers. Michigan has 6 of them. Alabama has 3 of them. Alabama has made 8 free throws. They've taken 8. They've made 8. That's 100%. This is some of the best free throw shooting we've seen from Alabama. And also on the other side, Michigan, 3 of 4. Let me ask you this. Has Alabama, yes or no, this is trivia, Has Alabama basketball played at the United Center before this year? Yes or no? Did Alabama play at the United Center this year? That's our trivia question. Tonight's trivia question is powered by Your Business, sponsors Bama basketball on YouTube. The question is, did Alabama basketball play at the United Center earlier this year? True or false? True or false? All right, Crimson Tide got it. Who did they play? They played Illinois, right? In a game where Phylon had 24. Yo, so this dude loves to play at the United Center, evidently, right? All right, back to action. We got 29 seconds before halftime. 47-47 is your score with 24 seconds left. Alabama on a 6-0 run with the last minute 21. Michigan takes a shot. It's going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded by Alabama. 47-47. 10 seconds to play before halftime. Phylon's got it. He's on the left wing. 8, 7, 6, and he's fouled. Wow. Phylon's going to go to the line. Yep, that's a foul right there. 100%. 100 million %. So Phylon will go to the line where he will shoot free throws. 2 of them so far at the line. He is 4 of 4. Phylon shot up. That's good. Alabama 48-47. Second shot by Phylon. 6.6 seconds left before halftime. Second shot is up, and that's good. 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He has 19 points. And here's Michigan. 4, 3, 2, 1. They shoot a three-pointer. No good. Alabama leading Michigan 49-47 at the halftime break. Woo! My goodness. Alabama, who came in as a 9.5-point underdog, ends the last minute 27 with the 8-0 run. Michigan didn't hit a field goal in the last 3 minutes of the game, and LeBaron Phylon is on fire as he has 19 points as the Crimson Tide lead Michigan by 2 in Chicago. Appreciate you guys being here. I hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Alabama Crimson Tide absolutely showing up tonight. All right, let's go over a couple halftime stats. Why don't you say inside the comment box your level of excitement so far about Alabama basketball on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's give this Alabama basketball team some flowers. And also, why don't you, by the way, I was going to say your first half MVP, but we all know who the first half MVP is. What have you been impressed with Alabama? Go ahead. Give that. What have you been impressed with? All right? Go ahead. All right, let me read off the halftime stats as Alabama right now is up by 2 on Michigan, okay? So you look to these two teams, and Michigan, the number 1 team in the Midwest region, a team built on defense, a team built on rebounding, and that's kind of an area that I'd like to start at, is Alabama right now on the glass has 20 rebounds, and Michigan has 21. So the number 1 thing that Nate Oates told the broadcast before these two teams met, right, on the court for tip-off, was the most important thing was going to be rebounds. So Michigan has 21, Alabama has 20, okay? So that is a very, very impressive number right there. The second number that I like to point out, free throws. You got to make your free throws. Good teams that go on make free throws. Now, has Alabama been the best free throw shooting team all year? Not necessarily, to be honest. They really haven't. I mean, I don't know what their season average is, but every time I watch them, it's not like they're even making 80, 90%. Maybe somebody could do the quick research on the season total for Alabama's free throw percentage. Tonight, Alabama, they've had 10 free throws. They've made 10 of them. Right? So you look to that number right there, right? Another number that I'd like to point out for Alabama basketball is now you kind of go to the players, right? And we have to highlight LeBaron Phylon. LeBaron Phylon, we knew that a key to the game tonight would be LeBaron Phylon and how he came to play, right? How he showed up. Because big-time players rise up in big-time games, right? But it's an obvious, and I always say this, covering basketball is way easier than covering football, 100%. I mean, it's pretty much black and white. You know what has to happen. And I think we all knew that Phylon, how is his takeover ability going to show up in a game like this? Is the game over? No, it's not. And I'm not saying it is. But the first half of basketball, LeBaron Phylon has been the best player on this court. Would you agree with that? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let me hear you inside the comment box. Has LeBaron Phylon been the best player on the court? I would say yeah. I would say for sure, right? And I think when you look to other players, need to charge this phone up. Hey, Kia, no, the game is on TBS. So this is basically like a play-by-play, a reaction and stats. But watch the game on TBS, and you can watch it with us. But, no, I don't show the game. So, but it's fun to hang out. But if you want to bounce out, I completely understand. But the game is on TBS. But I promise you'll have a good time here. So either way, it's all good, and I hope you have a really good night either way. But we knew that Phylon was going to have to bring it. 100%, and he has brought it. Now you got to close out. You got to finish out, right? And what he does in the second half, I mean, could really continue to build his legacy of what he's already done here, right? Looking at the other stats for the Alabama Crimson Tide, I think Wrightsell, you know, this is a guy who I think ended the regular season a little bit cold. And I think what's been beautiful about Wrightsell is his play in the last two games, right? He had 24 last game. He has 10 now. 10 plus 24, that's 34 points in the last two games. And he showed up when Alabama has needed him to show up. Because last game, you know, Phylon had some good assists. He had good rebounds, but his shots weren't falling. So you needed Wrightsell, another guard, to really step up because you know who's missing, right? Holloway's missing. So you needed another guy to really step up at the guard position, a veteran, and it's been Wrightsell, okay? So Wrightsell has 10 points, including 2 timely three-pointers. Other guys in action, you have Aiden Sherrill, who has 8 points. I thought Aiden's played well tonight so far. He's hit 2 3-pointers, right? So he's 2 of 2. He has 3 boards, and I thought he's played some pretty good defense. Look, Aiden Sherrill is not the best big on the court tonight. He's not, right? We all know that. But I think he's playing to the best of his ability. And I think if he continues to do that, we're cooking, right? London Jemison has 5. Amari Allen has 4. I'd like to see Amari Allen kind of turn it up a little bit in the second half. They're going to need him. And you know who we're really going to need? We're really going to need Houston Mallette. Houston Mallette, and look, he's a little bit cold right now. But you know the type of energy that Houston Mallette has. That guy has enough energy to just completely change the tide, right? Pun intended, in a positive way. So, love what I've seen so far from Alabama. They're absolutely balling. They came to play. I think everybody in the nation is probably surprised by the score. Even us in the ecosystem, we know how good Michigan is, but this Bama basketball team came to absolutely play. So they've taken a lot of three-pointers, 24. Are they going to shoot more than 40 three-pointers in this game? Probably. Hopefully they can kind of, you know, it's funny. I always say they have to kind of hit that 38% threshold, and right now they're at 37.5. I kind of just shoot from the hip, but that seems like kind of the magic number for Alabama because they take so many three-pointers, right? I would like to ask Nate Oates about that. Is like, what percentage do you win most of your games from shooting the three ball, right? Is it like is there a big difference from like 35% to like 37, 38? I bet you there is. He's a numbers guy. He would 100% know. Michigan can shoot the three as well. So, oh, man. Seuss World, what's up? Let me give some shout-outs inside the comment box. We got Matthew Elvis Presley. Good evening, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We got Josh Johnson. What's going on, man? Thank you so much. We got 9579. Appreciate you being here. We got Michael Fortenberry. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you as well. We got Keelan Russell, the GOAT. Thank you so much for kicking it with us. Do we have any birthdays? Do we have any new? You know what I like to celebrate? And it's crazy how many people that we see in here on a positive note that get like job promotions. So we celebrate birthdays. We celebrate job promotions, right? Or new jobs. Did anybody get a new job? Did anybody get promoted, right? We want to celebrate that stuff in life because those are positives. People working hard out there. We appreciate you guys. We're happy for you guys. And, want to always support you guys. Yo, look at this. From at the 50 spot. We got the horn. Yo, what's up, man? So I know my people inside the chat. You know, we've grown together. And poor Fromm, he's up in Tennessee, right? So he has to deal with all this orange, and I feel bad because he's always taking his eye drops to wash his eyes out from all the orange. But he comes through, and he loves the Alabama Crimson Tide so much. And Fromm, very generous, man, with the 50 spot. Thank you so much. Goes a long way, and I really, really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for dropping the Roll Tide 50 spot inside the community, man. Thank you so much. I really, 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 really appreciate that, man. Thank you. You even got the horn to sound off, bro. So we'll see how it goes. And as I mentioned, Alabama had its first scrimmage today. Now, I was getting conflicted reports today. And, it's always kind of hard to, talk about the scrimmage and how it comes in. But there was, if you look up Football Scout on X, he has some great content in terms of two beautiful touchdowns to Ryan Williams. One was by Keelan Russell and one was by Austin Mack. And look, I'm not going to lie. That pass that Keelan Russell threw, it looked like a baby angel flying in the air. And Ryan Williams caught it. But I'm just sick and tired of the constant negativity towards Ryan Coleman Williams. I 100% understand the drops. He had 15. He led the nation. You know what I'm saying? But, man, it is so amazing to see how many people have given up on him. That guy, does he have different vibes? Does he have, different elements to him? Of course, but that's kind of what makes him special. He has no character issues. He's a positive to the team. He's a leader on the team. And the thing is, he's caught for over 1,500 yards in the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? People forget that. It's crazy, man. And that's why I always say me, I have never given up on that kid. The playmate and the crazy, what's scary is Ryan Williams is not even close to his ceiling. I think a guy like, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I think like a guy like Ty Simpson is probably closer to his ceiling, right? I mean, he's older. He's like 24 years old. He'll get better, of course, but he's kind of closer to his ceiling. And then people were saying that Crowell didn't play. Yeah, he did. Alabama, I heard that he played, and I heard that he made some good plays. And people were like, yo, he didn't play. DeBoer said he's, week to week. Alabama football shared a video, and you can see him in one clip. I heard that he played, but I also heard, but DeBoer said that he's week to week. So, but I heard that he played, and I saw a video. There's a video of him, unless he changed his number, and he's number 13, right? He played. I heard A.K. Deere did really well. Happy to hear it. The running backs are way better than they were last year. So we're currently at halftime. I appreciate you guys being here. And we'll get started here momentarily. Thank you so much for kicking it with us tonight. Man, this is a pretty damn good game. That was, it was so entertaining too. Very entertaining back and forth game, man. Michigan, they came back. Let me look at some of the game trends in this game. Let's see what we have here. I love stats so much. Let's see. Trying to look for the largest lead for Alabama. they've led this game. You know what? Alabama has led Michigan. How about this stat? Alabama has led Michigan for 15 minutes. Is that surprising? Is that surprising? King's family with the update on the baseball team. Thank you so much, bro. Let's see. Okay, the game has only been tied for 2 minutes and 2 seconds. That's very interesting to me, right? 15 minutes. If you would have told me that Alabama would be leading Michigan for 15 minutes in the first half, I'm not sure I would have believed you. So we're still on halftime. Appreciate you guys being here. We'll get ramped up again. And thank you very much for all the support inside the comment box again. The watch-alongs have been really, really fun for basketball. It's been great. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I was wondering what the largest lead was. It was 11-2, right? Yeah. Waka Obi. I think Waka Obi. Sorry if I butchered your name inside the comment box. Did you choose that? I love that. King's family, what's up, man? You're coming to A-Day, right? You know what? King's family just got a new job, right? King's family? Oh man, I'm really excited about this second half. It's gonna be crazy. Anytime you cover a game like this, it's big time. I mean, it's such an honor to be able just to, I guess, call the games here on YouTube. But if this is like where I'm at, I'm all for it. It's been fun. Yeah, I mean, we love, football, but I love to give the basketball team their flowers too. Yeah, see, King's family, he's like, yes, sir, he's got 2 jobs now. That's a good update. Okay, now time to be honest, family, okay? Before they get back in action. Okay, eyes up, eyes up. Turn down the crowd. May I have your attention, please? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I have your attention, please? Well, everybody, please post who you had winning your tournament bracket inside the comment box. Please post now. Once again, will you please post who you had winning the basketball tournament inside the comment box? I have Arizona. That's my team. I've been very open about, my thoughts about Arizona basketball. Christian, New Jersey, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Okay, a lot of Duke, right? Yeah, a lot of Duke. I have Arizona. And the reason I told you guys, the reason I picked Arizona. As soon as I saw them take Alabama to the woodshed, it was impressive. And then I watched them a couple other times, and I was like, this is before, because didn't they win like 23 games in a row or something like that? They started off undefeated. I was like, nobody's going to beat this team. And I think eventually they lost a couple games. But, man, that team is crazy good. I know a lot of people pick Purdue as well. I don't know. I just felt different about Arizona. I was like, man, that team is crazy. What are the late games? Who else is playing tonight? I didn't even see who else was playing tonight. Let's see. We got we got Michigan and UConn. I guess no one in here took UConn. I didn't see anybody picking UConn. Oh, and then Tennessee and Iowa State. Look, that Tennessee basketball team, they're good. That's a good team. Really good defense. They beat Alabama. Still on halftime, family. We'll get going in just a minute. Appreciate you guys kicking it. Oh, Michael Fortenberry took UConn. But, Michael, I thought you were a Michigan fan, bro. I didn't know you took UConn. I mean, not a bad pick. Oh, man. Travis has Iowa State beating Tennessee. Yeah, I mean, all these games are good, obviously. I just think Tennessee has really good defense. But I would probably imagine that Iowa State wins that game, right? All right, almost back in action. We're in Chicago. Anyone ever been to Chicago? When's the last time you've been to Chicago? Okay, how about some more trivia? You guys ready for a trivia question about Chicago? Don't look. What is the tallest building in Chicago called? What's the name of the tallest building in Chicago? Don't look it up. Tallest building in Chicago. What is it called? Who's first? Yeah, North Alabama Storm Chase saying, who's going to A-Day? I'll be there. I know Patriot Life's going. I know that, who else do we got coming? King's family is coming. I think we have a few people. You know what? Jan says Sears Tower. I guess we will take Sears or the Willis, right? Like a long time ago, it was called Sears. In fact, I went to the top of this building. My mom had a business meeting, and she took me, and we went to the top of this building. But I think it's called now the Willis Tower, right? Has anyone else been to the top of this building? I remember it. A-Day is April 11th. April 11th. Yeah, I'm still, I like I mean, I'm older, so I think Sears, but yeah, it's a Willis Tower. All right, so we got some more trivia from William. He says, trivia, Ray Allen was going to play basketball at the University of Alabama, but took a last-minute visit to UConn. Huh. Is that true, William? Still on halftime, fam. Let's see what Broderick has to say. Broderick, what's up, dog? Good to see you, man. As a little kid, but you don't remember so much, okay? Cassandra's too scared. Mark Smith says, been to Chicago once, and the cold and the wind, never to go back. See, that's what I'm saying. Chicago is a spring and summer. But I had a really great time in Chicago. The Navy Pier, it was amazing. I had really good food there. And the thing about Chicago, too, that I really loved, and I wish I grew up in a city that really had, like, all sports teams. You know what I'm saying? Because I always find it interesting. Like, you could have, I don't know, like, I don't know if Cubs fans and, like, White Sox fans, if they don't, like each other. I know they're in different leagues, but, you know, you could be supportive of, like, two different teams and then come together to, like your hockey team or, like your football team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they have every sport there. I've been to Soldier Field. That was cool. Cody has the, no, I think it's the Willis Tower. Yeah, I think the Willis Tower is the tallest one. PJ, what's up, dog? PJ, man. My boy PJ inside the comment box. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much. PJ, what do you think about that shooting performance so far? Man, I'll tell you what, my boy PJ inside the comment box, man. This dude can golf. He can play instruments. He's got a beautiful family. I don't know if anybody, though. PJ is 1,000,000% Alabama football fan, man. PJ, you want a shout out for the kids or anything like that? Let me know inside the comment box, bro. All right, about to pick it up in Chicago again as Alabama out in front of Michigan, 49-47. Appreciate you guys being here for the play-by-play watch-along. Thank you so much for joining us. That first half was absolutely electric as Alabama was red hot, hitting 9 3-pointers. I think Holloway is at the game. I know a judge cleared him to go to Chicago, right, or to leave the state. I kind of figured that's where he would be going, you know. 49-47, we pick up action, 19:53 to play in the game. Here comes Phylon on top of the key. He had 19 points in the first half. Kicks it out to Sherelle, back to Phylon. Phylon's going to challenge, goes inside, kicks it back out to Amari Allen. Amari Allen misses the three ball. It's going to be rebounded by Michigan. Here comes the Wolverines, moving from right to left on your TV screen. Go up to the right wing, set it back up at the top of the key. 19:30 to play in this game. Alabama up by 2, 49-47, 19:26 to play. Michigan. Kind of soft post play. Up to the top, they're going to challenge inside. Good defense right there by Aiden Sherrill. And Wrightsell is going to get it, but it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Michigan's basketball. I've never been to a I've never seen the Stallions play. I want to check it out. Hey, Smitty's inside the comment box. What's up, Smitty? Good to see you, bro. Michigan inbounds. It's going to be Michigan, top of the key. They're going to set up for a three-pointer top of the key, and that is good. Man, Michigan, I'm telling you, this team can absolutely shoot that three ball. They have made 9 three-pointers themselves, shooting 56%, and they take a 50-49 lead on the Alabama Crimson Tide with 18:55 to play in this game. Here comes Phylon, top of the key. He's going to challenge, goes inside, kicks it back out to Wrightsell. Wrightsell thinks about it, takes a dribble, passes it back to Jemison. Jemison on the baseline, and he's going to slip out of bounds, and it's going to be Michigan's basketball. Big three out the gates for Michigan. As they have a 50-49 lead over the Alabama Crimson Tide. 18:30 to play in this game. Here comes Michigan once again off the screen. Floater goes up. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Michigan. Kick out to the guard. He's going to take a three, and that three is no good, but rebounded by Michigan and put in for another 2 points. 52-49 is your lead for Michigan. 18:20 to play. Here comes Alabama. It's going to be Phylon. Phylon, top of the key. Michigan off to a little bit of a hot start in this second half. They now have 25 rebounds to Alabama's 20. Aiden Sherrill with the screen. It's going to be Phylon. He's going to kick it back out to Wrightsell, and Wrightsell is blocked. Took the three, and he got swatted. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Alabama's basketball. It seems to me like so far Michigan's kind of, they've got some rebounds to start this half, right? You start to see something like that kind of come into play. 25 rebounds for Michigan to 20 for Alabama. Alabama to inbound. It's going to be Amari Allen. He's going to kick it to Wrightsell. Wrightsell's going to challenge inside. He goes up. Nice move right there. Where's that been? Man, what a move by Sherrill. 52-51. Off the great move. Great post move by Sherrill. Man, that was beautiful. I hadn't seen him do that all year. Here comes Bama, active hands, get them up. Defensive side, Michigan's going to take a three on the left wing. Shot is up, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Alabama. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Michigan's basketball. 52-51, 17:30 to play. Aiden Sherrill now has 10 points. Alabama has 3 in double digits. It's got Sherrill 10, Wrightsell 10, Phylon 19. 52-51, 17-22 in this game. Michigan's going to inbound. Michigan's going to take a jumper. Shot is up. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Michigan once again. They're going to take the three ball, and that shot is up. It bounces up, and that's going to be Alabama's basketball. Kind of went to the top of the backboard. Man, Michigan's starting to kind of own the glass early on, right? 52-51 is your score at the United Center. 17-10 to play. Mimi's, what's up? Appreciate you being here. Manuel, good to see you, man. Appreciate you. Manuel is out. He's 13 years old, out of Atrisco Heritage in Albuquerque, New Mexico, man. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate you being here. Cassandra, what's going on? Appreciate you being here. Michael Fortenberry, thank you so much for being on the broadcast. 17-13 to play. Wrightsell takes the three-pointer. That's going to be blocked as well. Man, was that looked like the same shot that was just blocked just a few minutes ago. That was crazy. That was like deja vu. That was crazy. Man, got to get something on the inside, right? Duke leads St. John's 72-69. Turnover, and it's going to be Michigan's basketball. They're going to push across the court. They're going to go up for the slam, and they get it. Michigan 54, Alabama 51 on the turnover, converts to points for Michigan. They lead by 3, and Alabama's going to take a timeout as they trail the Wolverines by 3. 17 minutes to play in this half. Just a bad pass by Alabama, which is pushed automatically downfield, and then bucket goes in, right? Downfield, down court. I call football, I call basketball. You know what I'm at. 54-51 is your score. 17:04 to play in the game. Alabama takes a timeout. Wolverines on top by 3. Yeah, I didn't like that pass across, right? It's kind of sloppy a little bit. And I think we need to try to figure out, I mean, they literally, like, the last points I think we had was that post play by Sherrell, right? We kind of need more of that, or the challenge to kind of draw some fouls, but it seems like the shots aren't falling, and also Michigan is getting their hands up. They have, how many blocks do they have? Yo, this is a crazy stat right here, fam. Michigan has 7 blocks. 7 blocks in this game. Alabama has 0. And William, what's up, man? He says, thanks for doing this. Still on a United flight with everything under the sun except live TV. Oh, we'll get you covered, man. Thanks for being here, William. If you have a question about the time of the game or anything, just go inside the chat and we got you covered. It is 54-51 right now. Michigan leads. We're on an Alabama timeout. It is 17:04 to play in this game, and Michigan leads by 3. Michigan has a little bit of momentum to come out of the halftime break. The thing that's really been impressive, and I've had to compliment Michigan a couple times, is their blocking ability. They have 7 blocks, and also their three-point shooting has been fantastic. They're shooting 47%, 9 of 19 from three-point land. On the other side for Alabama, they've already taken 27 three-pointers. They've made 9 of them. That percentage is 33%, right? The good news for Alabama is they have 3 players in double points, although we haven't had Phylon score a point in this second half, and Alabama has been really good at the free throw line where they have shot 100%, 10 out of 10. So 17:04 to play in this game. Michigan up by 3. You're watching Bama basketball on Bama football on YouTube. This is the play-by-play. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Again, I have no professional experience calling games, but I did sleep at a Holiday Inn last night, so, you know, doing the best that I can. So thank you. Thank you for having grace on me. I try to be the best that I can in every single thing, and I think sometimes I do, you know, I try my hardest at every single thing. And there's a new Mortal Kombat movie coming out. I'm down to see this. You know what's weird? I'll watch a Mortal Kombat movie before I'll watch like a Marvel movie. Does that make me crazy? Does that? It does? I will watch Mortal Kombat before like a Spider-Man. I get it. I don't know why. But I grew up playing, I played some of those video games. Scorpion, Raiden, Johnny Cage. Come on, help me out. Where's this guy at? Is he like inside or outside? This guy with the, he had like a hoodie on. All right, almost back in action at the United Center. I appreciate you guys being here. The BC says, this channel is so much more than Alabama football. I know, man. I thought of, you know, I think about doing different things all the time, but here I am, man. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Kobe. I just call you Kobe up inside the com box, man. It's a big compliment to you, KOBI, right? That Mamba mentality, man. You got to have it. Trophy off the top. What's up, man? Trophy off Kirk. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Antonio Cook. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much. Luke Kane. Oh, Luke Kane was nasty, bro. What's the score update on that Duke game? Who wants to give it? Back in action at the United Center. 17:03 to play. Alabama trails by 3. Here comes LeBaron Phylon. LeBaron Phylon nearly turned over. He's going to pass it to Bo Bolin on the court for Alabama. Phylon, right side, Bo Bolin, Sherrell Mallett. Sherrell up at the top of the key. Active hands for Michigan. Good defense. And here comes Phylon. Phylon, there's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on Michigan. So Michigan has 1 foul this half. Alabama has 1, right? 16:26 to play. Alabama to inbound. It'll be Bo Bolin near the half-court line. He's going to kick it out to Phylon. Phylon has 17 on the shot clock. Phylon to right cell. Right cell gets a screen by Sherrell. Back to Sherrell. Goes for the give and go, and it's going to be stolen by Michigan. Another turnover for Alabama. Not good. Here comes Michigan on the other side. Wolverine's going to go inside. They're going to challenge. They go up, and shot is good. 57, 56, 51. They will go for the three-point play. They'll go to the line to shoot a free throw. That foul was on Sherrell. Aiden Sherrell has, I guess that was his first foul. 56-51. Pending the free throw, it would be 57-51 if he makes it. 16:26 to play in the game. Michigan 56, Alabama 51. We got Gale Jr. at the line. Shot is up, and that is good. It's going to be 57-51 with 16:26 to play in the game. Alabama has not scored in the last 2 minutes. Here comes Alabama. It's going to be LeBaron Phylon at the top of the key. He's going to kick it to Sherrell. Back to Phylon. Phylon now to Bo Bolin. Bo Bolin to Sherrell. Sherrell at the top of the key. Nearly could have went to Bo Bolin. Back to Phylon. You got 13 on the shot clock. Phylon working the right wing. Good defense for Michigan. Kick back out to Bo Bolin. Bo Bolin nearly loses it. Back to Phylon. Goes underneath to Mallette. Mallette takes a jumper. That's going to be no good. And Michigan's going to come up with the rebound. Here comes Michigan on the opposite side. Michigan pushes it to the right wing. Alabama only with 51 points. They've only scored, 4 points this half, something like that. Here comes Michigan. 15:40 to play in this game. Michigan slowing it down a little bit. Thinks about the three ball. They're going to take. They're going to reload. Set. Boom. Shot is good. Big shot right there from Michigan. They take a 60-51 lead. Here comes Alabama. They're moving quickly on the other side. Michigan is now shot 23 pointers. They've made 10 of them. Phylon loads up and bang! He hits one back in action. 60-54. Phylon's first points of the second half. Big ones come at a really important moment for Alabama. 60-54 after LeBaron Phylon buries a three. He has shot 4 3-pointers this game. Here comes Michigan on the other side. 15 minutes to play. It's 60-54. Good defense right there by Reitzel, but he's going to get picked. Michigan goes inside. Thought that could have been a travel. Shot's going to go in, and it's 62-54 off more points in the paint by Michigan. Here comes Alabama on the other side. A three would be perfect right here. Here comes Phylon. He goes inside, kicks it back out to Aiden Sherrell. Sherrell is going to go inside. He's going to challenge, kicks back out to Bo Bolin. Bo Bolin up. Shot is up, and that's good as well. Big three by Bo Bolin. Alabama has now hit 11 threes in this game. 62-57. 14:21 to play in this game. Bo Bolin with a big three-pointer. Here comes Michigan. Michigan to the right wing. They load up for a three. Shot is up, and that is good. My goodness, this Michigan team can shoot the three-point. I've never seen a team shoot as well from three-point land as Alabama. This Michigan team can match that. They've made 11 tonight. Here comes Alabama. They kick it back out to Reitzel. Reitzel thought about it. Kicks it back to Phylon. 65-57 is your score. 13:51 to play in this game. Phylon looking for a pick. He's going to take it inside. Pops it to Mallette. Mallette shoots it. No good. Michigan with another block. They have 8 blocks in this game. Turnover by Michigan as they tried to go cross court. It was intercepted by Alabama. Here comes the Baron Phylon. He's going to be stripped. Careless possession right there. Michigan's going to steal it once again. And here come the Wolverines. 65-57. They're going to push inside. Shot is up, and that's going to be good. Man, 67-57. Michigan now up by 10 points. They're on an 8-0 run over the last 121. Phylon's going to challenge inside, picks up his dribble, goes to Bo Bolin. Bo Bolin shoots, no good. Rebounded by Mallette. Back to Reitzel. Reitzel for the three, no good. And Michigan recovers. Michigan has made their last 6 shots. If they make another shot on this possession, it'll be the last 7 out of 7. 12:57 to play. Kick out to the outside. Michigan shoots a three. Shot is up, and that's good. Bam! 70-57. Michigan is absolutely on fire, and they are pulling away. They're on an 8-0 run the last minute 30 of this game. Alabama needs a big three ball or something inside. They just need points at this point. 70-57, 12:30 to play in the game. Michigan on fire. Kicks out to Reitzel. You know that's going to be in. Big shot by Reitzel. 70-60, 12:25 to play in this game. Michigan slowing it down as they lead by 10 points in this Sweet 16 matchup in Chicago at the United Center. Michigan 4 of 7 in this second half from the three-point line. They are absolutely on fire, and we're going to have a whistle. Michigan's taken 22 three-pointers. And they've made 12 of them. That is, you know what I didn't think? I didn't think about this. I knew that Michigan could shoot the three ball, but I didn't envision a team like out shooting Alabama from the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Like, this team has shot 22 3-pointers. They made 12 of them. 54%. We haven't seen a team shoot this well since ironically, remember Georgia? When Georgia beat Alabama, I think Georgia, I'm not kidding you, I think they shot 64% from three-point land. Something crazy like that. Tonight, shooting 40% is crazy. 54 is like wild. Alabama has taken 33 three-pointers. They've made 36. But I'll tell you what, one of the big differences, and I haven't seen this number in a while, and I'm sure Nate Oates will talk about it after the game, is the blocks, right? Michigan has 8 blocks. 8. I don't know. That might be, is that the most blocks that Alabama's, faced this season? Another thing is, this second half, Alabama's had some turnovers, right? I think when you look to the first half stats for Alabama, they only had 3 turnovers. They already have 4 turnovers in this half, right? That's something that certainly doesn't stand out. So down by 10, another great super chat by Roll Tide 1117. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I always appreciate your support. Thank you so much. All right. Let's hang in there. Down by 10. I appreciate you guys rolling through. Thank you so much for kicking it with me right here on Bama Basketball on YouTube. All right. And we got a final score. We got Duke. Did Duke win? What was the final score? Can someone post the final score for Duke and St. John's? Bama beat St. John's earlier this year, right? Mr. Goat, 1996. What's up, man? Appreciate you being here. All right. 1996. Man, what a good year. 1996. A 6th grade for me. Right? Wilczyk, what's up? Appreciate you being here. Looks like a Michigan fan, up by 10. Yo, I mean, got to be happy with your team's shooting ability tonight, right? You know what I was thinking about, too? The way that Alabama has played on the football field against Big Ten teams kind of in the final game of their season. Now you match up with another one, Michigan, too. I mean, but football and basketball completely different. I still feel strongly about the Big Ten. Like, they have about 4 good football teams, and the rest of the conference, I'm just not buying it. Whereas the SEC, I think top to bottom, it's a better conference. But, I mean, Big Ten, obviously, you know what they do at the top of the league. I mean, shoot, Ohio State, Michigan, Indiana. That was just unbelievable to watch Indiana this past year. Don Welcome, what's going on? Up by 10. Your Wolverines leading the Alabama Crimson Tide. And great shooting from three-point land. 12 of 22 is absolutely incredible to be shooting right now in the Sweet 16. Anytime. You know what I'm saying? Hey, T. Knowles, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming to us from Ontario. I've never been to Canada. I've been all over this great world, but I've never been up to Canada. I need to get up to there. I almost went to Montreal. Is it Montreal? Right? Almost went to Montreal. Never went. Did something stupid instead. All right, here we go. Back in action. 12 minutes to play. Michigan to inbound, 70-16, 70-60. The Wolverines on fire in the second half, up by 10. Michigan, top of the key, kicks it back out. They've made their last 7 out of 8 shots here in the second half. 4 on the shot clock. They're going to go up strong. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Alabama. There's going to be a whistle. That was aggressive underneath the basketball, right? Underneath the basket. And we got another timeout? We were just on timeout. We're back on timeout. Okay, so what I need you to do inside the comment box is post where you are watching from. And I don't mean the city. I mean your living room, your basement. Just kidding. No, like your city, all right? Don't post I'm in the kitchen. Post like where are you watching from? We're back on media timeout. It is 70-60. And Duke won. They beat St. John's 80-75. All right? And hang on tight. It's 10 points along. There's a lot of time. I know, Christian, right? Thank you, bro. Thank you for saying what I would like to say on air, right? Yo, Chad's up in Scottsboro. Chad, dude, I love Scottsboro. Goose Pond, bro. My goodness. All right, we got Decatur. We got Prattville. Appreciate it. We got Florida. We got Wilsonville, Alabama. That's where my boy Dylan is. Montevallo. Dude Cave, Michigan. We got Georgia. Someone's in bed. Jasper, Georgia. Trinity, Alabama. Fort Worth, Texas. East Baton Rouge. We got Hunts, Vegas. Huntsville is nice. Huntsville, I like that city. We got Troy. We got Alabama. Oh, someone just said Chuck is in Alabama. Carroll City. We got Moulton, Alabama. We got Hillsboro. We got Ontario. Arab, Alabama. How do I say it? Arab. Arab, Alabama. Key Largo, Florida. Live from your mama's house. Fishman's at my mama's house. My mama's not home tonight. It's CBS commercial broadcast service. Oh, thanks, Alabama Storm Chase. Jasper, Gadsden. Manuel's up in New Mexico. Phoenix, Arizona, Foley. Yo, we got a lot of people in Arab. That's what's up. I need to make it there. All right, Wyoming. Grand Rapids, Fulton, Mississippi, Birmingham. Oh, love me some Birmingham. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Tulsa, Frisco. Dadeville. Yo, you know, all these cities is crazy. You know, I've lived here now for 10 years, and I've always gone to, like, the different cities in Alabama. And it's always funny to me, like, just getting to know Alabama on a continued basis, right? And by the way, like this spring, I've invited you to ask me. Oh, we got someone in El Paso? Oh, my goodness. I used to go to El Paso so many times. Oh, my goodness. I flew out of the airport more times than I could ever tell you. Saigon? Someone's in Saigon? Oh, don't get me started on Miss Saigon. I'll be singing Miss Saigon on you. All right, back in action, 11:48. Appreciate you guys. We got Andalusia. We got Dothan. We got Birmingham. Yeah, we got Tennessee. I appreciate you guys. Back in action, 11:45 to play. Alabama going to take it to the basket, and it's going to be Amari Allen. He's going to miss the shot, and Michigan is going to rebound. Man, Alabama needs to get some buckets, fam. 70-60, 11:34 to play in this ball game. Michigan on the kick out, shoots for three, shot is up. It's going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded once again by Michigan. Shot is up, and there's going to be a foul. Man, what's the rebound looks like right now? Man, you know, Michigan is pulled away on the glass. They now have 32 rebounds to 24, right? There was a time where it was pretty close. I think it was like 21-20, something like that. And then it seems like kind of Michigan's size is – and you know what? I do have to say this, okay? And this is just calling like I see it. I feel it seems like Michigan is very aggressive underneath the basket, right? We got Coach coming to us from Salt Lake City. I've never been to Salt Lake City. I heard it's really, really beautiful. I've never been there. Pensacola. Oh, we got Tuscaloosa, 10th Ave. Okay, we see you. Dayton, Carroll City. Weptonka. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. Shot is up, and one free throw is good. 71-60, 11:22 to play in this game. Here comes Alabama. You got LeBaron Phylon. LeBaron Phylon working it down court. He's going to get a pick right there from Houston Mallette. Back to Mallette. Mallette back to Phylon. Phylon loads up for a three. Shot is up. No good. Man, Alabama has just gone ice cold. When's the last time they scored? I'm dead serious. 71-60 is your score. 10:38 to play in this game. Alabama, 1 of 7, their last 7 shots. 1 of 7. That's crazy. Upstate New York, we got Cottondale. We got the Philippines, right? We got Colorado. What's up, Tanner? Good to see you, bro. Anniston, good to see you. Here comes Michigan, top of the key. They're going to work it to the outside, left wing, back up to the top of the key. Michigan with an 11-point lead. There is 10:50 to play in this game. Here's Michigan in the post, working on Aiden Sherrill. They're going to take it up. Good defense right there by Alabama. Nice block. That's the first block of the game by Aiden Sherrill. Here comes Alabama. It's going to be Phylon. Phylon's going to push. He kicks it back out to Jemison. To Mallette. Mallette up for the three. Three is no good. And that is going to be rebounded by Alabama underneath the basket. But there is a foul called. Man, Alabama hasn't scored in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Man, that was the first block that Alabama had this game. And we go down and we can't capitalize on something like that. Michigan hasn't made their last 4 shots. In fact, Michigan hasn't scored in the last 2:36, and they still retain an 11-point lead because Bama hasn't scored in the last 2:30. Man, Adam, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro, inside the comment box. I appreciate you being here. 10:20 to play in this game, 71-60. Here comes Michigan. They're going to take it inside. A little floater is up, and it's going to be rebounded by Aiden Sherrill. Man, neither team can score right here. 10 minutes to play. Here comes Aiden Sherrill. He's going to kick it back out to Wrightsell. Wrightsell's going to go inside. Wrightsell kicks it out to Sherrill. Sherrill's going to go inside. He's going to kick it back out to Mallette. Mallette's going to pass it back to Phylon, and Alabama's going to reset. Alabama hasn't scored in 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Here's going to be Phylon. Goes inside, kicks it back out to Sherrill. Sherrill for the three-pointer. Shot is up, and it's no good. They've gone ice cold. And here comes Michigan on the other side with the alley-oop and the jam. 73-60, Michigan leads. Man, we just need to buy a bucket right now. Please. 9:40 to play in this game. 73-60. Alabama hasn't scored in 5 minutes. They go underneath. It's going to be Aiden Sherrill. He's going to be blocked. And here comes Michigan. They are running. They go down court. The shot is up. No good, and there's going to be a foul. Oh, my goodness. Woof. Man. Alabama has not scored. Oh, my goodness. Here's an update you're not going to like. Aiden Sherrill going behind the bench with the trainer and Noah Williamson coming into the game. It's happening. 74-60 after the made free throws. 9:22 to play. Noah Williamson checks into the game. Aiden Sherrill is talking to the trainers. This was my worst fear. Hopefully it's nothing, hopefully he just pops back in. Okay, he's just talking to the trainer. He's standing. Okay. Free throw is up, and that's good. It's going to be 74-60. Oh, is that a little deep dish? That doesn't look like a deep dish to me. And next shot is up, and that's going to be good as well. 75-60. Michigan leading by 15 points. Yo, we need a shot. 9:18 to play in this game. Noah Williamson in for Aiden Sherrill, who's talking to the trainers. Here comes LeBaron Phylon, kicks it to Wrightsell. Wrightsell's going to slip, keeps his dribble. Nice footwork right there. Throws up a runner, and that is good. What a play right there. Wrightsell fell down but kept dribbling, got up, threw it up, went in. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. That was one hell of a play. You might see that on One Shining Moment, will you? D-Force23, what's up, man? Good to see you inside the comment box. John, what's going on? 4926, thank you for being here. Ramajama, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being here. Jarvis points out Alabama was up by 2 at half. 2 by half. Now they trail 75-62, and they miss. That was the first free throw that they've missed all game. They were 10-10. Here comes Michigan on the opposite side. 9 minutes to play. Wolverines up 75-62. Trying to get some motion going. Here comes Michigan. They're trying to work the post against Noah Williamson, who's in for Aiden Sherrill. Active pass for Alabama. Good defense. It's going to be stolen by the Crimson Tide. Here comes the Tide. It's going to be Wrightsell. Kicks it back out to Phylon. Phylon makes a man miss. He throws it up. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. I like that. We need to challenge more. You know what I'm saying? I like that right there. That's a good possession. Kyle points out that the line was 9.5, right? Yep. Agent 6547, man, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And Phylon will be at the line. He's makes his first free throw, so it's going to be 75-63. Hey, Maurice, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. And second free throw is good as well. You know, Phylon's 8 of 8 at the free throw line. He has 24 points tonight. And the Stallions won, by the way. Thanks for the update, 1090. Appreciate you, man. 75-64 is your score with 8:30 to play in this game. Michigan working the left side, kicks it back to the top of the key. They go up for a little alley-oop, and there's going to be a foul. Again, you know, for those of you wondering about Aiden Sherrill, there's been no injury report, but he was talking to the trainers, and for the last time, they put in Noah Williamson. Noah Williamson right now has 3 minutes. But, yeah, no sign of Aiden Sherrill after he was seen talking to the trainer. Hey, videos, what's up? Appreciate you being here. Thanks for checking in. Bama, 8-1 lead versus Auburn in baseball tonight. Thank you, William. Appreciate it, man. I know we have some baseball fans on here. Michigan inbounds. They take a shot. No good. Rebounded by Noah Williamson. Here comes LeBaron Phylon. 8:15 to play in this game. Alabama trails 75-64. Alabama just 5 of 17 from the field this half. Alabama moving the ball around. It's going to be Noah Williamson. Noah Williamson kicks back out, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Alabama's basketball underneath the basket. 8 minutes to play in this game. And it looks like we're on a media timeout. I wonder what happened to Aiden Sherrill. Did they say on the TV broadcast? I don't know if you're what you're listening to, but did they say what happened to Sherrill? Because I think he went out with like 9:25 or something like that. So it's almost been 2 minutes. And look, I know that Noah Williamson has been playing better, but he's sparingly good. We can't be without Sherrill for like 5-6 minutes, especially when you're already down, by 11 points. Media timeout, 75-64. Appreciate you guys being up on the show once again. Thank you so much. David comments on the Willis Tower. Yeah, that is the tallest building in Chicago. All right, so a couple scores that stand out for the Alabama Crimson Tide. You got LeBaron Phylon, who has 24. Wrightsell has 15. The Crimson Tide has made 12 three-pointers. They've taken 36. Ronnie not happy inside the comment box. On the other side, you have Michigan, who has taken 24 three-point attempts, and they've made 12 of them. I was taking a class online today. This professor was speaking. He was talking public speaking. That's one of the areas I'm trying to improve on. And you know what he said? He said when you ask kind of the audience a question, you know how long you're supposed to wait before you speak again? 7 seconds. 7 seconds. It sounds like an eternity, right? Let's see. Cody says, Kyle, what we need to happen to get back in this game? Yeah, I think sometimes the lack of inside play, or I know this, the lack of inside play for Alabama has been one of their weak points. And when you don't have points in the paint, when you don't go inside, when you don't challenge often, when you live by the three, you kind of die by the three. And I think everybody knows that. Alabama doesn't have strong post play. They just don't. And I think with Nate Oates, and I love Nate Oates. He is the guy 100%. But I think we can all agree that with Nate Oates, we've never really had like dominating post play. We got guys that can shoot for days, but think about this. We only have 14 points in the paint tonight. 14, right? Michigan has 26. That's not that's not a huge difference, but still a larger number. Bench points for Michigan, they have 30. For Alabama, we have 6, right? They've been better off the bench, I guess. I think if I was to look at this game, I think Michigan kind of turned it up on the boards. They turned it up maybe on defense. in the second half, the blocks have been huge, and Alabama's turned the ball more over in the second half. So, but your shot's got to go in. Here comes the Baron Phylon. 2 seconds, and bam! He nails a big three for Alabama. He's got 27 points tonight, 75-67. That's what needs to happen as well, all right? 7:36 to play in the game. Michigan with a little push-off. Goes in off the big slam. My goodness. 77-67. It's a 10-point lead for Michigan. Here comes Alabama. 7:23 to play in this game. Left wing, that's going to be Aiden Sherrill. He's back in the game. He was out for a little bit. I guess the trainer was looking at him. Glad he's okay. And here comes Phylon. Phylon's going to go inside. Thinks about it. Kicks it back out to Wrightsell. Wrightsell's going to take a wild three. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded once again by Michigan. Michigan now has 39 rebounds to Alabama's 27. Here comes Michigan on the left wing. 6:59 to play in this game. Michigan leads by 10. They're going to challenge on the inside. Think about a jumper. Kicks it back out. Top of the key. Next up, you got Michigan State and UConn. Tip-off is 9:59 Eastern time. Also on TBS is Tennessee and Iowa State. Shot is up, and that's going to be no good, and it goes out of bounds, and I think that's going to be Michigan's basketball. Earlier today, you had Duke defeating St. John's by 5 points. So for those of you that picked Duke in your bracket, the Blue Devils still alive. Michigan's going to inbound underneath the basket. They come back out, working on the right wing, go back to the left wing. They're going to challenge inside. They go up. Shot is no good, and they're going to be fouled. 77-67 is your score. 6:34 to play in this game. See if Alabama can come back in these next 6 minutes. Michigan to the line. First free throw is up, and it's good. It's no good. The next one's good. 78-67 is your score. The first free throw was no good. The second one was good. All right. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize Michigan sponsored by Jordan, right? And they're at the United Center, the house that Jordan built, right? All right, 78-67 is your score. 6:30 to play. Man, look at that rebounds in the second half. 19-7? I knew that was one of the factors in the second half. Here comes Alabama with 6:24 to play. Back to Phylon. Phylon makes a man miss up in the air. He's going to challenge inside. Beautiful move. Oh, man, I thought he was going to take that. Sherrill takes the three. That is no good. It's going to be a foul. Who was that on? That's going to be a foul on Allen? How? Where was that foul? I'd love to see the replay of that. Nate Oates he's pissed off. Okay, let's see. The foul was right. Oh, okay, I see it. Oh, man, that was some acting. Was that acting? Amari Allen just tossed that dude. Amari Allen, he's only had 4 points tonight. 1 of 5 from the field for the freshman. 78-67 is your score from the United Center. Michigan will be shooting free throws. Man, I don't know. I thought that was kind of acting, in my opinion, fam. Shot is up, and it's no good. They missed a free throw. 78-67. Here comes Alabama. Need some momentum. Kick it to the outside. It's going to be Mallette. Goes to Sherrill. Sherrill's going to go inside. Kicks it back out to Bo Bolin. Bo Bolin loads up for the three-pointer. Shot is up. It is no good, and it goes out of bounds. Man, the second half for Bama. And you know what? We've seen this from this team. We've had first half Alabama, and we've had second half Bama, right? I think against Texas Tech was the lone time we saw a complete game, right? But this game right here, Alabama is 4 of 16 in the second half from three-point line. 4 of 16 on the court for Alabama with 5:39 left to play in the game. Phylon, Wrightsell, Allen, Sherrill, and Mallette. 78-67, 5:57. Michigan will be inbounding. Michigan inbounds. Alabama with the press. And here comes Michigan. 5:50 to play. Alabama on scoring drought the last 2 minutes. They've been on a lot of scoring droughts this second half. Here comes Michigan. They're going to challenge right into the basket. And it's going to be Bo Bolin on defense. Nice little strip. And they're going to call that a foul as well? Ooh, I don't know about that, family. 78-67. And Michigan will go to the line. You know, Michigan, they've only shot 61% tonight from the free throw line. 8 of 13, right? You know, Jeff's commenting on Bo Bolin. You know what, Jeff? I think with Bo Bolin, you know, I felt when I saw his size, I was curious to see what he would do here. Sometimes he'll show up on defense, show up on offense, but, like, has he been underwhelming altogether? Maybe so, right? I wish you know what? How much better would this team be if they had Bo Bolin, or if they had Diabate, right? And I know things didn't really work out with him from Kentucky from what I understand, but Mo Diabate was a guy that I felt we should have hung on to, right? 79-67 is the score with 5:38 to play. And if you're just finding me on YouTube or whatever, thank you so much for being here. I give a lot of gratitude and appreciation for you guys. I have a daily podcast Monday through Friday that goes out at 4 a.m. I mostly talk Alabama football. I do cover Alabama basketball. But, you know, I do discuss other things, and I'm really grateful for you guys being here. So just know that. 79-67 is the score. 5:30 to play in this game. Alabama, they've been very, very cold in this second half. Only 6 of 21 from the field. Their last 4 shots, they missed them. They're 2 of 11 on their last 11 shots. They haven't scored in 3 minutes. See what they can do right here. It's going to be Phylon, kicks it back to Sherrell. Sherrell shoots a three-pointer. That's going to be no good. And you have a big man like Sherrell. I mean, the guy's taking 6 3-pointers tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, want some more interior play from a big man like that. 5 minutes to play in this game. Here's Michigan. They're right now kind of working the post. They've slowed down this game a little bit as well. They're going to go inside. Little floater is up, and that's going to be good. Michigan goes up 81-67 on the Alabama Crimson Tide with 4 minutes to play in this game. Alabama has now not scored in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Here comes Phylon. Phylon, top of the key, takes a three-pointer. Shot is good, and we hit the horn once again as Alabama's Phylon now has 30 points in this game. He is 6 of 12 from the three-point line and 8 of 8 on his free throws. He absolutely came to play, family. I mean, he 100% did. He got 30 points in this game. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game as Michigan is up by 11. 4:20 left. Michigan in commanding lead. They're going to go inside. Think about a jumper kick back out. Top of the key. They're going to shoot a deep three. Shot is up, and that is good. What a dagger, right? Dagger. 84-70. Michigan now with the 14-point lead with 4 minutes to play. Wow, big shot. Man, guard just pulled up from way downtown at the three-point line. Was able to hit something big. Here comes Phylon. He's going to go inside. Kicks it. Well, he's going to keep it. He's on the left wing. Picks up his dribble. Now to Maulet. Maulet's going to go across court. He's going to go to Jemison. Jemison goes up. Shot is blocked. And they're going to call that goaltending. 84-72 off the goaltend. 3 minutes and 37 seconds to play. Michigan with the commanding lead right now. Michigan shooting 50% in this game from the field and 52% from three-point land. I think if there's some things that you think about with this Michigan basketball team is how well they are on the defensive side, how well they are, how big they are in the glass, right? They have 41 rebounds, but also the block shots. I mean, 8 block shots is tremendous to me. 41 rebounds, that's outstanding. Shooting 52 from the three-point line, field goals 50%. I mean, the only thing that Michigan really hasn't done well is, shoot well from the free throw line. I mean, if they make their free throws, they're up 90-72 on Bama. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a large margin. And I think for Alabama, we knew the key to Alabama's game was to be successful from three-point land. And when you look to the first half for Alabama, They were 9 of 24. That's 37%. But the threes were falling, right? In the second half, they are 5 of 18, which is 27%, right? And for the game, Alabama is 14 of 42. 14 of 42, family, from three-point line, which is 33%. And if the shots aren't falling, what are you going to do inside? Marcus from St. Pete's, man. What's up, man? I see you inside the comment box. Thank you very much for being here. Mr. Goat points out, he's like, same thing as last year for Alabama, losing in the Sweet 16. You know, I think for Alabama fans overall, it's like basketball is an interesting one because there's no such thing as like moral victories for anything, right? You can't just say getting the Sweet 16 and like be happy with that because that's not enough, right? And I think when you look to Alabama basketball, Nate Oates was recently asked about, can he win a championship here? Yeah, I think so. But the thing is, they have to okay, let me ask you something, chat. What would you do to take Alabama to the next kind of step? Sweet 16 to an Elite 8, a Final Four type team. I would say, I think it's clear as day, get athletic, physical bigs, which I know is like you can't just go to the store and grab them. I mean, but I look at a lot of teams that are going to make the Elite 8, the Final Four, they got them. How do we get those guys? How do we bring that type of physicality here? Because I think the one thing that I noticed about Nate Oates since he's been here, we got guards, but we've never, I don't think, I could be mistaken, it just doesn't feel like we got physical, dominating bigs. Like, you know what? Like, the guys from Georgia, and we're a better team than Georgia, but the guys from Georgia, they dominated us inside. Tennessee was a more physical team than us. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the way. You get some bigger guys. Clearly, look, and I love the kid for who he is, but Noah, it was a miss, right? We got to get much bigger in that area. 84 to 72, 3:37 to play in this game. Patrick and Queen, what's up, man? Appreciate you being here, bro. Agent, good to see you once again, man. Thank you very much. Nathan Thomas, what's up, man? Nathan's like, we want half the game. Michigan inbound, 84-72, 3:30 to play. Michigan coming from right to left. They're going to go underneath the basket, and they just go up for the easy bucket. 86-72 is your score. Here comes Alabama on the other side. Man, there was just literally like, I mean, come on. There was no defense on that side. Phylon puts up a three, and that's going to be no good. Alabama's going to get the rebound. It's going to be actually Phylon. The ball just kind of bounced right to him. He's going to take it inside. He challenges. He goes up for the easy bucket, and that's good. 86-74. Phylon has 32 points. We got, 3 minutes to play in this game. Michigan to inbound. Alabama with the press. Michigan is going to break that press. Man, that guy was quick. Comes back out. They slow it back down. 2:50 to play. Nearly a backcourt violation. Michigan now kind of just passing it around. Alabama trying to get defense going late in the game. Here kicks it out. They're going to take a big three-pointer. Shot is up, and that is no good. It's going to be rebounded by Alabama. Loose ball. And possession goes, I don't know where possession goes. I think to Michigan. So we got 2:22 to play in this game. And Alabama trails by double digits against the one of the number ones, right, out of the Midwest, I guess, Michigan, a team that was favored by 9.5. They've really kind of pulled away in the second half. I think they've showed their strength and physicality here in the second half. Absolutely. They go underneath the basket, kick back out, 11 on the shot clock, and it's going to be a Michigan timeout. 86-74 with 2:22 to play in this game. Michigan up by 12. So, yeah, it's I think looking at this game, is it frustrating? Obviously. But it's clear as day the difference. And it's clear as day prior to people who set those lines what the difference was going to be. It was going to be post-type play. And you look at the blocks. Someone mentioned inside the comment box, I thought this was a wonderful ad. I pointed out the blocks, 8 blocks, right? But what if those blocks were just basically jumpers that went in, right? 8 times 2, that's what? 16 points that you have on there. I mean, that's a huge number. I'm going to go back after the game and see if there was any team that had more blocks against Alabama this season. A videos is like they need a center, 100%. That's just it. Eddie Cannon, what's up, man? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Michigan inbounds, 86-74, 2:19 to play in this game. Appreciate y'all being here. Michigan goes up for the shot and is going to be fouled. EC, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Hope you're having a good night on Friday. Your Friday night. Yeah, exactly. Yo, 95-79. Like, those teams, what do all those teams have in common? You know what I'm saying? Arizona, massive athletic. Same thing with Purdue. But the ironic thing is those teams, a lot of those bigs, like even Michigan's bigs, those are the guys that Nate Oates was talking about. Those are the guys, like the overseas guys that are here. I think Michigan's big guy, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't he from Spain? I know the Illinois team was like a European team. Roll Tide 11117. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Put the heart, the soul, the voice into it. It's been a hell of a ride. Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah. Maybe we'll come back for, some other watch-alongs, depending on how things go. We got to let it pass for a couple days, right? Phylon kicks it back out to Bo Bolin. We got 157 left of this basketball season. Bo Bolin in trouble, kicks it back out to Mallette. Mallette goes inside. I'm going to miss that kid, man. He pops it out to Right Cell. Going to miss Right Cell as well. And it's rebounded by Michigan, and it's going to be a foul. Man, you look at the guys, right? You kind of look to next year's roster. I mean, no Right Cell, no Mallette. Don't you feel – how about this? Is this crazy? Don't you feel like in some capacity we need to, hire Mallette? Can he be a coach or something like that? There's been nobody at this university. This is a huge statement. There's been nobody at this university with more juice since Scott Cochran than Houston Mallette. You guys agree with me on that, or am I crazy? Like a guy who absolutely had the energy, right? That could just lift, change the environment. Ronnie's glad Rysel is gone. Steve Taylor, I appreciate you, man. Oof, man. The look on those faces, it's a long season, man. You grow super tight in basketball. All sports, really, but, to get right here, to lose the number one team is tough. I'm going to miss Mallette. I'm telling you, bro. That dude is – I haven't seen a guy with that energized in a long time. 87-74 is your score. 1:44 to play. Yeah, 95-79. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. No doubt, 100%. Ramajammer, what's up, man? Good to see you. Georgie Boy. What's up, Georgie Boy? Yeah, you got to think Phylon's gone, of course. I know a lot of people were talking about Amari Allen, but I don't really see Amari Allen leaving, right? He's got to come back. 87-74 is your score. 1:28 to play in this game. Here comes Phylon. Phylon, 32 points, kicks it to Amari Allen. Amari Allen shot up, no good. Tonight, Allen has been ice cold, 1 of 6 from the field. 1:20 to play in this game. Michigan about to move. Oh, man. You think you're sad? They just showed a young man on TV crying. Oh, thank you so much, William. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, bro. Man, you know that kid's invested into the team. Yeah, let's look at those rebounds real quick. Oh, my goodness. The rebounding, 43 for Michigan, 31 for Bama. Cody, the next call-in show will be Wednesday, okay? So come back on Wednesday. You call in the show. Or sometimes I just have call-in shows. I just pop them up. But Wednesday, come with it, all right? Dylan, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Really, thank you so much. Michigan buries another bucket, 88-74. Says, thanks for all you do. Play-by-play, I turned the TV down and listened to you while watching the basketball. Yeah, thank you, bro. It really means a lot to me. I try to put on a good product in every single thing that I do, so thank you very much. It means a lot to me. Right cell shot is no good, and Amari Allen throws it. Oh, man, that sucks. Amari Allen just got the ball and threw it, and it hit Sherelle, and the ball bounced back. Oh, man, it sucks. Thank you so much, Dylan. I appreciate you, man. 88-74. We got 59 seconds left of this season, fam. All right. Oof. Tough one. Tough one in Chicago. Here comes Michigan. They're going to go for the easy jam underneath the basket, 90-74. And under a minute to play at the United Center as Alabama's season about to come to a close. And LeBaron Phylon will score and potentially get one. He's got 35 points on the night. Scuba Steve, man, I got you. Dumb and Dumber, right? So you're saying there's a chance. Wasn't that such a great movie? I love Dumb and Dumber. Dan Wilkin, he's a Michigan fan. Well, good luck to you guys, man. Absolutely quality club. Shot the lights out, dominated on the glass. I mean, Michigan, you know what? This is so easy. Would you guys agree with this? Michigan was who we thought they were, and Alabama was who we thought they were. And that's how they played. That's literally it. 100%, right? 37 seconds left. You know, Michigan has ended Alabama's season on football twice. Now on basketball, and Indiana ended that. Yo, that's a Big Ten, right? Take It to the House says it's going to hurt Oats to lose this game. I'd like to come back to that question, that statement. 16 seconds left, 90-77. It's about to end for Alabama at the United Center. Shot up by Phylon, and it is no good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's a final in Chicago. Michigan defeats Alabama by a score of 90-77. 90-77 is your final score in Chicago as the Crimson Tide season comes to an end, falling to number 1 Michigan in the Sweet 16. 4 consecutive Sweet 16 runs for Alabama. Of course, you know, they've gone a little bit further the last couple years, but I think, you know, when you look to this particular game, we'll get a final tag up on that as well as we kind of close out tonight. I think with Alabama basketball, I kind of think about where does this team need to go next? And I think it's so apparent that the next phase is getting quality bigs in a multitude of them, right? Can you do that? Recruit. He seems to recruit well, but you got to be able to do that. Let me read off a couple chats a couple stats before we close it out. So for Alabama, they were led by LeBaron Phylon, who had 35 points, poured in 6 3-pointers, and he was 9 of 9 from the 3-point line, ends with 35 points tonight. Also for Alabama in the stat category, you had Latrell Wrightsell, who had 15 points. He had 3 3-pointers, but he was 3 of 12, right? Also in double figures for Alabama was Aiden Sherelle, who had 10 points. For Alabama tonight, they shot 47 3-pointers, and they made just 14. Isn't that crazy? 47 3-pointers, and they made just 14. 29%. man, that's like worst case, right? Now, on the other side for Michigan, Michigan shot 27 three-pointers, and they made 13 of them, right? 48%. They had, I think a huge stat was the blocks. They had 8 blocks, and they had 45 rebounds. 45 rebounds to Alabama's 32. I think Alabama's season average was 32 rebounds overall. So Michigan moves on. They go to the Elite Eight. This was a team that we knew they were going to be a quality ball club, and Alabama had to shoot like they did in the first half in the second half. And I think that's another thing for Alabama is inconsistent in both halves, right? Like you were really good in the first half sometimes and really bad in the second half. Or you were really good in the second half and not so much in the first half. So kind of a team of two halves, and I think that the times that they did put it together was seldom, but we saw how good the team was. For example, that Texas Tech game. There's no moral victories. I think it's a good season. Is it a great season? I don't know. That's probably up for debate. But where are our expectations? And what does Alabama have to do to get to the next point? And obviously, we all know quality bigs, guys that are aggressive, guys that are physical, that can complement Alabama's up-tempo style of play. Those players exist 100%. I mean, you just got to go out and actively recruit them and get them to come to Alabama basketball, which Alabama basketball is clearly on the map, all right? So 90-77, I know it's not the final that you guys wanted. They dip out, but I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate all the support, and I hope you guys enjoyed the play-by-play right here on Bama Basketball on YouTube. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night if you can. If you're old enough, be responsible. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your life. Be where your feet are at. Stay close to God. Just enjoy the weekend, and you can catch me on my next videos right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Coming to you from Tuscaloosa, Alabama on this beautiful Friday, March 17th. Let me redo that. Whoosh. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa on this beautiful March 27th. Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube, talking Alabama basketball. Thank you so much for being in my corner. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. I love you guys. Sleep tight, and be back on the next video. See you guys. I felt like I needed like a better ending. You know what I'm saying? All right. Good night, fam. It didn't feel like crisp. You know what I'm saying? I needed like something like a. All right. Good night, family.